Today, we got major Sonic Movie 2 news. We'll be getting promotions, interviews, and a brand new trailer. Also, I received an anonymous tip going into the end credits confirming Shadow showing up, as well as some extra details.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow. Yes, this is going to be wild. Lots of Sonic Movie 2 news, and I'm excited for the trailer. But first, today I want to talk about an awesome desk I was given. The Flexispot adjustable standing desk. I've been wanting a standing desk for a while since I spend literally all of my time at my computer. I'm basically sitting or laying down 23 hours a day.
Wow.
So this was perfect for me.
Perfect.
It looks nice and it's super wide, so I have room to put all my stuff like my 2-monitor setup, my mic, my headphone stand, audio interface, mouse and keyboard, and a game controller.
Oh my god!
You can pick it up on Amazon if you're looking for a cool adjustable desk. It's got 2 regular USB charging ports in the front and a USB-C one. It's all electronic, so you don't have to be manually moving it up or down. I think it's pretty cool, so shout out Flexispot for giving me the desk. And if this interests you, check them out. I'll post a link to their Amazon in the description. Ad over. Also, I forgot to mention it, but subscribe, bell on, you don't want to miss any uploads, trust me. And thumbs up for The Sonic Show, the #1 source of Sonic news. Also, just for fun, this video's in stereo. Because, why not? So before we get into the info about Shadow I was given, I want to get into this new Sonic Movie 2 trailer news. It was brought to my attention by my good bud, Ricardo, that Sonic Movie 2 will be at IGN FanFest 2022, as well as the Super Bowl, and we are on the very edge of a new trailer. We'll get into all the post-credit scene stuff after, because first, I am so thirsty for a second Sonic Movie 2 trailer. You won't believe it. I'm like a dog who hasn't had water in a week. So they will have an exclusive panel talking about and showing a bit more of Sonic Movie 2. This will certainly give us a few teases and a couple answers to some of our questions. And I am so hyped to see what they're willing to show off. It could go from being something small, like a new Badnik design or screenshots, to something massive, like a whole new trailer drop. It's about time for a second one, and we are now 2 months away from release, so the timing adds up. I'm excited for the panel questions and to see if anyone will come up with any curveballs to squeeze out a little information and give us some teases to salivate over until we get to see the whole thing early April.
He's like a little boss baby, like a little man.
Generally, the questions in these are very safe because they know if they ask too many hard questions, their car will explode when they get in it. So for their own safety, the journalists usually ask,
who was your favorite cast member to work with?
Which we all know what the answer is.
Jim Carrey!
To,
what did you like about the character you play?
and they give some loose backstory and a summary of their quote-unquote motivation. I'm hoping Jeff Fowler, the director and Tom Cruise stunt double, will kick down the door to live and learn, take the mic he's given, and crush it under his enormous strength.
No comments.
He says.
Here's the new Sonic Movie 2 trailer.
And he just plays it right there on the spot. I am hoping for the new trailer at this IGN FanFest event. However, it is a smaller event. They are showing off quite a handful of well-known properties like the new Halo show, so maybe they will there, maybe they won't. But trailer hope doesn't just end there at all. If not at FanFest, we could see this new trailer at the Super Bowl, which by the way, is the night of February 13th. And we'll get into that in a second. Paramount places a ton of ads on the Super Bowl. Last year, they bought 4 alone just for their streaming service, Paramount Plus. So, with Sonic being the major blockbuster they're banking on, we'll definitely see something soon. And I'll get into Shadow next, but I just wanted to stop any worry. If we don't get it at the Super Bowl, we'll likely get it at the event days after. And there's another date I have that I'll get into in a minute, but I am certain from the time between the 13th to after the FanFest, we will get this trailer. There's even a possibility we'll see both. I can totally imagine them showing a shorter teaser or commercial at the Super Bowl, then revealing the longer one a few days later on the 16th at the IGN event. Since they are confirmed to be showing something there, how in-depth we will go is yet to be seen, but it would be ludicrous if we didn't get a second trailer soon. We are 2 months away, so this second trailer is imminent.
Hey, I'm Ben Schwartz and I play Sonic the Hedgehog in the new movie Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Be sure to tune in to IGN Fan Fest on Saturday, February 19th.
Also, update, not ultra important, but as of the day of recording this, we got a new version of the Sonic Movie 2 trailer, and now have a couple more scenes in that we haven't seen yet. Now remember, nothing crazy. It's essentially the first trailer recut, but we get to see a few new shots from these scenes. Like Knuckles doing this cool ground pound, a bit more snowboarding, and small things like that. So with no further ado, let's play the short recut trailer, then we can get into Shadow.
Quick stretch, little snack.
On April 8th,
Time to go for a ride.
the wheel competition begins.
Sonic, meet Knuckles. This is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea. Whoa! I just got goosebumps.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in theaters April 8th.
So that was pretty cool. Nothing mind-blowing, but it was nice. It definitely feels like we're getting closer to a second trailer any day now. And this just furthers the theory that we will get one at either of these two events, so this seems very likely. Only other thing I want to bring up in this recut trailer is the shot where Sonic's feet hit the ground, almost exactly like the Frontiers one, but in the rain. We also see him snowboarding a bit more, and man, I am holding back, screaming to contain my excitement. And one last thing before the update ends. And this is actually the third hope of a date. Nani? But I just have this feeling they're going to drop a short trailer in the Super Bowl and a longer one the next day, aka Valentine's Day, aka the release date of the first Sonic movie in 2020. Just a thought. Then at IGN Fan Fest, they would discuss the trailer and a little bit of the movie further. But that's just my theory. So now, update over. Let's get into what the people want to see. Shadow. So I'm going to keep this person anonymous, obviously to protect their identity, but I got an interesting DM a few days ago. So I'll go into the validity of it after I read through it, as I want to get the information out first, then we can go over what we think about it. So it says, hey, I don't know if you answer DMs, but I have to try. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but I'm from Canada. Gross, am I right? Montreal, and a lot of game/movie studios work around here. I've always been a huge fan of Sonic, specifically Amy, so I've been hoping she was in the movie. My friend works in illustration/3D design, and they managed to get a job working on the movie. Which, as an aside from me, I know a lot of the 3D artists outsourced in the film industry do come from Canada, Korea, the Philippines, and a couple others, so that is true. They know how much I love the movie, so they told me in complete confidence about how she is not in the movie, lol. But instead at the end credits of the movie, there is a scene of Shadow. Maybe you won't believe me, but I thought I would tell you anyways. I watch all of your Sonic update videos, and I've been itching to tell you, so I joined your Discord, which is a great decision, as the Sonic Show Discord is the best Discord ever. Anyways, have a nice day. And while you don't have to believe them, as I don't necessarily either, since there is no proof, I will add that the fact that they're even telling me to take it with a grain of salt, clearly indicating their intent is not to fool me, makes me believe it a little more. Plus, I was already split on whether they would show Metal Sonic or Shadow in the end credits. I'll go over Amy in a second, but that was never going to happen. At least not in this one. Too minor of a character to hype up like that, and it'd basically be a repeat of what they did with Tails. I personally think a new intimidating Metal Sonic and some plot revolving AI would be really interesting for a third movie. I love Shadow as a character, but haven't MCU movies made us tired of seeing the hero fight the evil version of themselves that's a different color? I think they could do a lot more movie-wise with Metal Sonic rather than Shadow, but I'm not necessarily disappointed either way. And our conversation was very short, but I responded back with, awesome, and that's interesting to hear. Thanks for the update. I was thinking it'd be Metal Sonic, but Shadow makes just as much sense too. They just have to find a cool way to introduce him that's different than Tails going through the portal. And they responded with, it's possible he's still in the movie, referring to Metal Sonic, but they only have access to parts of the movie, and they know for sure Shadow is at the end credits. Which, if this is true, makes me think Metal Sonic is not in the sequel, or at least he's not in the end credits. They didn't want to tell me anymore since it's technically in contract that they aren't supposed to say anything. LOL. It really does make me wonder how he appears though, considering I don't think that the Ark ship exists in the movie lore. And that's interesting, but really, they could change anything for a movie, and that's not a bad thing. Like, if they make that small little dinky thing the Master Emerald was on into this massive structure with water everywhere, that's a great change. Absolutely crazy theory, but I think it'd be really interesting if Robotnik creates Shadow and he's asleep in his pod when Sonic defeats Robotnik. Which, by the way, it's a kid's movie. Of course, Sonic's going to win, right? And after Robotnik's gone, Agent Stone steps up and releases Robotnik's biggest creation yet, Project Shadow. Would be an absolutely wild end credit scene if that's what they do. Again, no spoilers. That's just my theory of what would be cool. Who knows if they'll do anything remotely close to that. About the credibility, like they said, take it with a grain of salt. There's nothing wrong with speculating or getting excited because once we see the movie in a mere 2 months, all of our questions will be answered. I'm excited regardless, and I think that's the mindset you guys should have. Some people will say,
Why are you getting excited when we don't know for sure?
but little do they understand that speculating and thinking and looking into all the info and what possibilities there are is really fun and is the source of enjoyment for a lot of people. It's a kids movie. How deep do you think the plot's gonna be? I just want to speculate. Let me have my fun, dude. Seeing what we think will happen and then where it actually goes is really fun, and some people just don't want anyone else to have fun. That's all. Make sure you're subbed as well as belled, all notifications on. You don't want to miss out on any Sonic news from the #1 source of all Sonic news, The Sonic Show. Soon to actually be the #1 source of Sonic news. Guys, I'm going to need like a new slogan when this happens. As of the time of recording this, I am currently not the actual #1 source. But as of the time of watching, maybe I am, if enough people subbed. So make sure to sub to support Raccoon Nation. I also have the biggest and best Discord server ever. Go check it out. I'm frequently in VCs, multiple times a day. I have a problem. I even play games with the community. Even when I do private game sessions there with friends, even if you can't talk, it's private, we'll let you watch and listen with us. How gracious. Come check it out. And lastly, I'd like to give a big shout out to Ricardo, Speed Supersonic. Normally, I never get any info from other creators, and not just because I don't watch anyone else, but because I'd prefer to do the research myself. However, Ricardo made a good video covering this, and was by far the first of anyone else to cover it, and I honestly wouldn't have even heard of the news about IGN FanFest or the Super Bowl if it weren't for him, so shout out. I'll be honest, I don't even watch football. I had to Google when the Super Bowl was. Lots of love, and that's all. The video is now over. Hope you enjoyed this stereo experience, and let me know how much you guys hated the stereo. Should we go back to mono? Brofist gamers,